didn't say you're messed up.
I don't say you're messed up. I just go, help me understand with this going on, how would you feel? And help me understand with this. Have you considered? So I'm giving you I'm giving you my two key consulting things that work and should it be in Luxembourg, should be in Italy, or should be in Dallas, Texas. Have you considered? That gives them an option. And it doesn't make them sound like you're an idiot. The other thing, how would you feel? Because then it puts them in their shoes. And then I always use perhaps. Well, perhaps if you tried this. Because what I know the main thing with people with huge egos, as well as all of us, none of us want to feel wrong.
Right.
But these big leaders don't want to feel like they're wrong.
So you're helping them save face.
I'm helping them save face by saying perhaps, and have you considered? Now, if you have those that are just totally in la-la land, I just go, you're not going to get it. You don't need my. I actually have fired a couple of my clients because I was like, this isn't going to work because you don't want to listen to any of this, and you keep saying it's them, and it always starts with you.
Wow. Let's go to the phone lines. We've got Jeff from South Carolina with us. Hey, Jeff, how you doing?
Fine, how y'all doing? Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, Jeff.
Good morning.
What's your question for Ellen Castro?
Well, I do apologize. I really don't have a question. I have a buddy of mine that's 50 years old that's been laid off, and he's really, really depressed right now. And I kind of wanted the book to get to him because he just can't seem to find a job out there and pick me up. So I thought this book might be a great thing for him. And I do apologize for not having a question.
Well, actually, I think that's something that leads to a question because your book just really is inspirational. It deals with a lot of ways we can work on ourselves.
Right. It's a coaching book, actually,
Yeah.
and it's been used as a coaching book. Well, Jeff, I would tell your friend, the more depressed he is, the more unlikely he's going to find a job because, unfortunately, you show that in an interview. And you show your desperation. And I would say the one thing you have to tell your friend, because I think it's I know too many people right now say, well, I'm over 50, I'll never get a job. And I think that is self-defeating in itself. And I just keep going that when people tell me, I say, well, now you have experience and now you have talent that other people don't have. You can be that stability. So he needs to go in there not thinking that he's in a negative position. I think also the whole thing about money, how much money is enough? I mean, it's okay. I don't know how many money cuts I took to get into different professions, and now I'm doing great. So I think we need to get past it, well, I deserve X amount of money. Know what is your bottom line. Go in there with the attitude, they need me, this is what I can provide for them. And in part of the interview, you might say, I know I'm probably older than you imagine, but guess what? I can add stability. I can handle your competency, maturity. I can be the rock. I don't mind being the mentor to other people. And you have me here for the long term. So,
Those
but
are
please,
great keywords.
they are.
Yeah.
I mean, people need some stability, and most organizations don't have stability right now.
Yeah. Hey, Jeff, we'll get a copy of Spirited Leadership out to you today. And it's Randy from Ohio. Good morning, Randy.
Good morning. Thanks for taking my call.
Sure. What's your question for Ellen?
Yes, I am like the previous caller. I'm 54 years old and really having a difficult time finding a job. And I have the skills to do the jobs that I apply for, but it just seems like I can't get anywhere with the jobs.
What kind of job are you looking for, Randy?
I do building maintenance, air conditioning, all kinds of things like that.
All right, if anybody listening out there has a job for Randy, give us a call and we'll try to connect you. But what advice do you have for him, Ellen?
Gee, I would think in the building maintenance right now, people would want to maintain their buildings and AC work. I know once I was consulting totally off the subject with some factory workers, they said, well, all we do is make air conditioning. I said, well, you saved a lot of lives in Texas because of that.
And Georgia.
And in Georgia. So I think you need to, number one, be excited about your job, because I can hear in your voice you're just not too excited. And no offense, but when you're calling for interviews, they hear your tone is 87% of the communication when you're on the phone and only 13% of the words. So if you sit there and go, hi, my name is Jeff, and look what I can do. It's Randy, I'm sorry. My name is Randy, and look what I can do for you. When they have an upbeat voice, they're like, this person has something. So I would suggest when you start calling people, sit up straight, put on your happy face, be alive, be energetic, because they hear it in your sound of your voice. And I think that is the biggest key. And I have to go back to, my first really big consulting gig, they were interviewing 100 consultants, and they already had picked the 4. just call. They called me back simply because they said, you just had a happy voice. And we don't hear too many happy voices. And I was like, wow. And I ended up getting the gig, and another person didn't get it. And it was only because of my smile in my voice and my tonality. So, again, you have to feel good about yourself. So you might want to start doing more walking. You want to do some more praying. You want to be outside, because I think you're outside more, that helps a lot. But I would do a lot of activity. And then I would sit there and say, to yourself, what are the 5 things that you offer that no one else can do? And trust me, there are 5 things, Randy, that you offer no one else can do, because we're all so individually made. And then come up with 2 more, and then just be positive, be upbeat. And they say, well, you're a little older. Say, yay! But the good news is, I mean, how many people think my gray hair would help me get consulting, but it does.
You look very wise.
Well, thank you. I made it because I look wise. So go in there, and people tell me when they've interviewed people that they have an issue, and someone comes in, they see that they've put like shoe polish on their hair. That's not going to help. Okay, be yourself, be who you are. Know that there is a perfect job opportunity for you. See about doing there's bound to be some subcontracting work you can do. This is a time to reach out to your friends. But now I have to be honest, friends don't want to refer anybody who's depressed, because it's a reflection on them. So if they feel like you're in a slump, then they're going to think, uh-oh, how do I give this person? So Randy, just know you have a gift, and you will find something, I promise you. And trust me, I've been through the bad times when I actually had a
So you speak from
license.
experience.
I speak from
Yeah.
experience.
And one thing you can try, it worked for me, the area that you do your job search,
And smile into that
watch
mirror.
yourself while you're talking
Yeah.
on the phone.
Yeah.
It'll help you in your interview down the road when you get it.
Randy, thanks so much for calling. We'd love to hear how it goes for you, and we'll get you a book of spirited leadership out today, too. And let's go to Anne Marie from Idaho. Hey, Anne Marie, how are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing just fine.
Good.
I just was calling to ask if when you're a part of a team and you have a team leader who really is not a people person, is there a way of helping to pull the team together without stepping on the leader's toe?
Great question.
Great question. Anne-Marie, I can tell by you asking the question you want to help. I think the main thing is by your modeling. If you model what they should be doing, you make suggestions to the team leader. Because believe it or not, I work with a lot of technology people, and talk about no personality. And I don't mean this now, I'll probably get a lot of calls. We do have
You're
personalities. I'm
stereotyping.
stereotyping. But they'll tell me that's not our first skill. So Anne-Marie, you need to kind of just model it. And I think if you tell the person, I think our team needs a little bit more this or that or whatever.
She needs to let them read your
Let
book.
them read my book. But just be the light. And I think if you're the light, and then you come across as you're there, and tell him what you're trying to do. I'm really trying to help build our team so he doesn't feel he's being sabotaged, because then that might just backfire on you. But I've found if you sit there with a sincere heart to help him and help the group, it will be taken that way and not one of ego.
Can we send one to Anne Marie and just have her kind of covertly lay it on the leader's desk?
I say, let's do it. I think that's exactly what she should
She
do.
reads it and she says, this book really helped me. I can't wait.
That's a much better way.
Yeah. Well, Anne Marie, good luck with that.
Okay, thank you much.
Thank you. Well, we got 1 minute left. You think we can answer Barb's
try to take
question?
one quick one.
Okay,
Sure.
Barb, you got a really quick question?
Barb, I'm Barb, yes. I hope it's a quick question. I want to know, as people that are retired who might have jobs around the house but cannot give full, heavy dollars to people, what is a comfortable amount of money that's less than what they would get out on the market?
I'm not sure I understand your question. Are you wanting part-time work?
No, I'm not, but I'm for people that are retired who need people to come for part-time work and could employ some of these people that don't have jobs.
Oh, I would give them an hourly wage that might be commensurate with a little bit more than
Right.
minimum wage.
And all they can do is just ask, say, all I have in my budget is $10. If that's not enough, I totally understand. But be honest with them and don't try to undersell them, because it really would depend on the job.
Somebody
how
would
much.
be real happy to have a $10 an hour
Right.
job right now.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, Barb, we're going to send you a copy of Spirited Leadership, too. And if you didn't get your question answered today, look at Ellen's website. Subscribe to her newsletter. Her monthly newsletter about trust is just excellent.
Thank you very much for being here. It's very enlightening.
Thank you, Chris.
Especially
Thank you,
during
Lori.
this time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
EllenCastro.com.